Hello and welcome to Royal Telly, your royal commentary channel. I'm your host, Chloe, and today we're delving into the moment that changed everything for the British monarchy. The turning point, if you will, the moment Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex made the decision to step back from their royal duties. This was a moment that sent shockwaves through the world. The palace, the public, and the press all reacted with a mixture of disbelief, outrage, and speculation. The Sussexes, on the other hand, remained steadfast in their decision, a decision that seemed to reflect their desire for a more private and independent life. The palace initially reacted with a sense of relief, believing that this move would shield the monarchy from the relentless scrutiny brought on by the Sussexes' unconventional approach to their roles. The public's reaction was varied, with some expressing support for the couple's choice, while others felt betrayed and abandoned. This decision was not taken lightly by the Sussexes. It was a calculated move, driven by their desire to escape the suffocating grip of the monarchy and its outdated traditions. Their vision was to carve out a new path, one that would allow them to focus on their passions and causes close to their hearts without the constraints of royal protocol. The perceived motivations behind this move were numerous. Some believed it was the couple's desire to protect their son from the harsh glare of the media spotlight. Others speculated it was a reaction to the relentless scrutiny and criticism they faced from the British press. And then there were those who saw it as a bold statement, a declaration of their independence, and a refusal to conform to the rigid expectations of the monarchy. However, what the palace failed to realize was that this decision would not shield them from the spotlight, but rather intensify it. It would not silence the Sussexes, but rather amplify their voices. It would not protect the monarchy, but rather expose its flaws. The palace may have thought they were protecting the monarchy, but they couldn't have been more wrong. Now, let's turn our attention to Prince Harry's recent visit to Sunnybrook's Veterans Center in Toronto. This was not your typical royal visit. No ceremonial pomp, no stiff upper lip, no rehearsed smiles for the camera. Instead, we saw a real man connecting with real people on a level that only those who've served can truly understand. In the heart of Canada, Harry stepped into Sunnybrook, the largest veterans center in the country, not as a prince, but as a soldier. He shared moments with men who've endured the throes of world wars and conflicts across continents, men who've been overlooked by the very institutions they fought for. Their faces lit up at his arrival, like 75-year-old Ozzie Reese, a veteran who carves poppies as a sacred tradition. As Ozzie put it, he gets it. He knows what it feels like to serve. That's why it means something. Harry wasn't there to merely shake hands and pose for pictures. He kneeled beside them, spent time with them, and shared a laugh. He admired the over 50 beautiful handmade rugs that 97-year-old Richard Ratcliffe had woven as a form of therapy. He joined centenarian former pilot Jim LaForce in painting red poppies on an old Army helmet, a piece meant for the True Patriot Love Foundation. This was not an act of royal charity, but a genuine act of camaraderie. It wasn't a gift for a prince, it was a gift of honor for a soldier. While the monarchy often appears cold and distant, clinging to outdated protocol and scripted appearances, Harry's actions speak a different truth. No palace PR team could arrange this level of authentic interaction because Harry's sincerity is not a crafted image, but his true essence. The stark contrast is painful for the palace, but it's empowering for millions globally. The royal family may have thought that stripping Harry of his military titles and patronages would diminish him. Instead, it gave him wings to soar even higher. Harry didn't just visit these veterans as a prince, but as a soldier, and that made all the difference. Meanwhile, back home, the tabloid media houses were busy creating their own narratives. The obsession with scandals, the constant need for distraction, and the ever-present undertone of a crumbling faith in the royal family has become their daily bread. Their headlines scream of controversies and conflicts, often manufactured and rarely touching on the real issues at hand. But amidst this noise, a different story is being written. A story of a man who chose to serve not just a country, but also humanity. Prince Harry, stripped of his royal titles, has emerged as a beacon of authenticity. His interactions aren't staged for a photo op or carefully crafted by a palace PR team. They are real, they are heartfelt, they are human. From the Veterans Center in Toronto to community initiatives worldwide, Prince Harry's presence is felt and appreciated. His questions about families, his genuine admiration, and his heartfelt sincerity are not lost on those he meets. His actions are speaking a louder, cleaner truth, and the world is listening. The media may try to control the narrative, to paint a picture of a wayward prince lost without his royal bearings. But the reality is far from it. Harry's actions, his dedication to service, and his commitment to making a difference are earning him respect and admiration on a global scale. In stark contrast to the cold, distant, and scripted appearances of the monarchy, Harry's warmth and authenticity shine through. His optics, as they say, are entirely authentic. There's no PR team rearranging his interactions for optics because his optics are the real deal. The tabloids may continue their obsession with scandals and distractions, but the truth is becoming too loud to ignore. Prince Harry's actions, his commitment, and his authenticity are redefining what it means to serve. Harry's actions speak a louder, cleaner truth, and the world is listening. The downfall of the monarchy, it started the moment they pushed Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex into the storm. The royal family's attempt to diminish Harry only ended up liberating him. It's a powerful statement, isn't it? And it rings with the undeniable truth. When Harry and Meghan Sussex stepped back from the monarchy, it was seen by some as a loss of prestige, a loss of status, a loss of influence. But the reality couldn't be more different. In the aftermath of his departure, Harry's respect and relevance have only grown. As a humanitarian, he's shown a level of compassion and empathy that's rarely seen in the public eye. He's used his platform to raise awareness for causes close to his heart, championing the rights of the marginalized and underprivileged. His passion is palpable, his dedication unwavering, and it's won him the admiration of millions worldwide. As a mental health advocate, Harry's been a beacon of hope for many. He's spoken candidly about his own struggles, breaking down the stigma surrounding mental health. His honesty has been refreshing, his courage inspiring. He's shown that it's okay to not be okay, that it's okay to ask for help, and in doing so, he started a conversation that's long overdue. And as a veteran, Harry's continued to stand up for his fellow servicemen and women. Despite being stripped of his military titles and patronages, his commitment to the armed forces has never wavered. He's been a voice for veterans, advocating for their rights and their well-being. His actions speak volumes about his character, about his understanding of service and sacrifice. Meanwhile, the senior royals left behind are struggling to maintain their relevance. Their scripted appearances, their cold and distant demeanor, it all feels outdated and out of touch. Their lack of humanity, their lack of purpose, it's all becoming painfully apparent. Harry's departure didn't diminish him. It made him more powerful. He's not just a prince. He's a humanitarian, a mental health advocate, a veteran. He's a man of the people, for the people. And that's something the royal family could never take away from him. History will remember the moment the monarchy pushed Harry and Meghan into the storm. It was a move calculated to preserve the institution, a choice made to protect the crown. But in hindsight, it was a decision that marked the beginning of their downfall. The monarchy, in trying to safeguard its traditions, ironically set in motion the very events that would threaten its existence. The palace thought they were protecting the monarchy by letting Harry and Meghan walk away. They thought they were containing a situation that was becoming increasingly complex and controversial. Yet, in doing so, they performed the ultimate act of self-sabotage. They exposed their greatest flaw, a lack of humanity, relevance, and purpose. Their decision to remove Harry from his military titles and patronages was a miscalculation. They believed that by stripping him off these roles, they would diminish him. But it did the exact opposite. It freed Harry. It gave him the liberty to be more than just a prince, to be a humanitarian, a mental health advocate, and a veteran. And in doing so, he became more globally respected than many of the senior royals left behind. The contrast between Harry's authenticity and the monarchy's scripted appearances became too stark to ignore. While the monarchy clung desperately to outdated protocol, Harry was out there, connecting with people on a human level, genuinely caring and showing empathy. And the world took notice. The downfall of the monarchy, it started the moment they pushed Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex into the storm. The world watched as the monarchy, in trying to protect itself, ended up hurting itself. The irony is not lost on history. Thank you for joining us on Royal Telly. I'm Chloe, and I hope you enjoyed today's exploration of the fall of the monarchy. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more royal commentary. Until next time, stay royal.